This king had a great deal of wealth, but he was extremely greedy and always wanted more. One day, a sprite suddenly appeared before the king and showed him its ability. With just a touch, the king's cat turned into gold, and then the gold was changed back into a cat. The king was very excited, so he quickly made a wish, willing to trade all his wealth for the ability to turn anything into gold. The sprite warned the king that this ability would bring a curse, but the king didn't care, so the sprite gave him the power to turn things into gold. The king, with his wish fulfilled, was overjoyed. He chased after his cat but accidentally bumped into a tree, turning the entire tree into gold. Then, the king happily danced in the garden, and as he kept touching the flowers with his fingers, each one turned into gold. After that, he went to the side of the pond and turned the water inside into gold. The insatiable king then went to the fountain, covered it with his hand, and the water that flowed out became many gold coins. The king played excitedly, planning to turn the whole castle into gold, and even gave himself a gold tooth. When the tired king was ready to sit down for a meal, the food turned into gold coins. At first, the king didn't think anything was wrong because he was still enjoying the joy of having gold coins. But when he picked up a banana to eat, the banana also turned into a gold coin. The king began to panic. He picked up a cup nearby, but it turned into gold, and even the liquid inside turned into gold coins. The king angrily threw away the cup and picked up a fork to stab into the roast chicken, but the roast chicken also turned into a golden chicken. The king was devastated. He furiously smashed the table, turned all the food on the table into gold, and then flipped the table over. The king went mad. He went to the mirror and questioned himself, but a golden skeleton appeared in the mirror. The king was terrified. He turned around and ran, but at the door, there was a larger shadow of a golden Grim Reaper, which gestured that it was going to kill him. The frightened king ran back to his treasure room and burst into tears. The crying soon attracted the sprite. Amidst the sprite's mocking laughter, the king came to his senses. He begged the sprite to take back his ability to turn things into gold, and he was willing to trade all his wealth for it. Seeing the king's repentance, the sprite agreed. Immediately afterward, the king's palace collapsed, and even the expensive clothes on his body disappeared. In the end, the king had nothing left but a hamburger.